Welcome to day 2 of the IFSC Youth World Championships, and we've got another packed daily show for you with climbing, interviews and much more. But first of all, let's talk to one of the hardest jobs in the entire venue. It's time to chat to a judge. I always think that a judge has one of the hardest jobs at any climbing competition, and I have stolen Ty away from his lunch break in order to chat to me. So Ty, first of all, tell me your role within the judging community.
My role within the judging community for this event, I am the head national judge for boulders. I also serve USA Climbing as the head of the belaying program, and I am the head national speed starter.
So a distinguished CV. Now look, some of the rules are always open to, let's call it interpretation. For example, when you use a zone hold, that makes your job even more difficult. How do you even get to your position? How do you train to get as good as you are?
Well, you train for my position by having a child who's a climber, and you show up at the competitions, and you come to enough competitions, and they pull you in, you begin judging, you begin belaying, you begin doing all the tasks, and you enter a program. We have a judging program here in the States, and there are different levels of judging, which involves some training and some experience, and I've happened to do every level of competition in the US, including championships, and also any international competitions here.
Now, everyone loves to hate a referee, and making those big calls in a comp, that can be stressful. How do you deal with that pressure?
I deal with that pressure by communicating. If I make a call, if I have to make a change, I will talk to coaches, I will talk to athletes. I do not feel I am hated. I feel that the calls that I make are understood because I will explain them, and things work out. Yeah, I keep coming back.
We're here at a youth competition.
Yes.
Is there any differences in the way that you judge and communicate with the athletes in a youth comp compared to a senior World Cup, for example?
Yes, we do not talk to the athletes as much as we do in the senior or elite circuit, where we will explain things directly to the athlete. In this case, with the youth, there's more communication with the coaches, who can better interpret the calls and the judgments and explain them to the athletes, especially in an international competition where language may not be common.
Well, Ty, I wouldn't change my job for yours for any money in the world. Thank you for your very important role, and best of luck with the rest of the competition.
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Ever wondered what the guys with iPads are doing at IFSC events? Well, they are usually part of the coaching team. And we thought it would be good to follow some of the coaches for Team GB and see how they're spending their day at the Youth World Champs. Of course, climbing competitions are mainly about the athletes, but behind the athletes there's usually a dedicated support team, and we've got one of Team GB's coaches with me right now. So first of all, what's your name and what exactly is your role within the team?
So I'm Jamie, I'm one of the climbing coaches working for the junior team.
You have a big load of athletes here at the Youth World Championships. Talk me through how a normal round looks like for you, because you seem to be running all over the place.
Yeah, qualifiers especially at this venue. We've got blocks left, right and centre, so today we had 2 people front of house running scores, making sure that the athletes are being filmed for both analysis when we're back home so they can improve, but also if we need to put any appeals in if the scores aren't quite right. So yeah, then we've got 2 back of house, which is getting the athletes warmed up, making sure that they're prepped both physically and psychologically as well, and then making sure they're in the right places at the right times.
It's got to be difficult though, because you've got lots of different athletes and they all have their own needs, presumably. How do you split yourself in so many different directions?
We've got a few strategies, so sometimes we can go male-female, it's quite simple. Sometimes, like today, we've gone round A, round B, and then split between blocks. But we have got to kind of organise that before, and then when we get here, make tweaks. And then round on round, as we get through, we can improve that if we need to, have a quick review and then tweak anything we need to. But yeah, often it's left, right, centre, make sure we've got plan A and then plan B sometime as well, with extra iPads and people with like portable ones as well to cover stuff.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the iPads because we've seen you on that recording everything. Is that just for after the competition finishes so you can look back and analyse stuff?
It's for that for sure, and I think that really helps long term especially. But in the moment, we're looking for, are the scores right? We can go back and check that, but then making sure that when we go through each section, we can make sure that the attempt's right, the zone's right, if it's controlled or that sort of thing. So it's appeals, that sort of process, as well as the home stuff as well.
Now, obviously, you're working with the athletes back home in the gyms, but once they go onto the mat, you can do nothing to help them. How do you deal with that? I think I would get really frustrated. I want to jump up there and to do it for them.
If anything, that's helped this year. So this World Champs, as of I think last year was the first time we've done this. So if qualifiers, we can help them. We can provide beat air. We can tell them to brush. We can encourage them as much as we need to. When it gets to semis though and finals, we can't do that. It's all up to them, and that's where it's just all encouragement, and we have to try and push them, and we have to hope and pray that they've done all the work before that and they know what to do, and that's the competition at the end of the day.
Yeah, nailed it. Come on. Good, Ben. Take a second, get set up. It's a big move, Fred, come on. Let's go big, go big. Good effort, Ben.
So we're at the Youth World Champs now, looking forward to the future. What's the goals and aims of Team GB, certainly in the youth side of things?
Well, our main aim, overall aim, be a leading nation by 2032. And we want to promote that and get that out there and make sure people know that that's what we're aiming for. If we've got that aim, then we've got something to work for, we've got that picture, that vision, so that's what we're aiming for.
Well, look, best of luck. It was great watching you in action, and the athletes, of course, and we'll see you at many more comps in the future.
Cool, thank you.
As you can see, it's utter carnage going on behind me. The route setters are apparently trying to go for a world record, the fastest time to strip a quali route and put the semis up. So while I leave them and get out of the way, let's go to another one of our very serious interviews with one of our young athletes.
My name is Timo. I'm from Austria and I'm 16 years old. I'm actually more of a lead climber, but I also do a lot of bouldering.
Which Olympics are you aiming to get into?
Probably 2028 in LA, because Paris is pretty soon and it's really hard to qualify there, so yeah, LA.
Crimp or sloper?
Crimp.
Coordination or slab?
Coordination.
Would you rather send the world's first 10A sport climb or win an Olympic medal?
Win an Olympic medal.
Who would win between you and Adam Ondra in a game of Twister?
Me.
Any reasons why?
Coordination.
So Adam isn't coordinated enough to win Twister?
His movement is really good, so it will be tough.
Best thing about representing your country?
I'm proud of my country.
How many one-arm pull-ups can you do?
2 with the right hand and 1 with the left hand.
What are your long-term goals?
Yeah, probably Olympics, find the flow into the adult category and be successful in the World Cups.
How many hours per week do you train?
Wow, hours, 15 hours, 10 or 15 hours.
Book, Netflix, or exercise to relax?
Netflix.
Any particular shows?
Friends or Peaky Blinders?
I have actually watched the entirety of Friends very recently for the 3rd time.
Yeah, me too. I already watched it 3 times.
I'm glad to know we're both very on cool.
Yeah.
What's your favourite climb, boulder or mountain, if you want?
I really like my home gym, Maltatal, for rock climbing but also bouldering.
So man, best of luck with the rest of the competition.
Thank you very much.
I am here with Nika Potapova, who is a Ukrainian athlete, someone who I've been watching on the senior circuit and the youth circuit for quite a long time. And we're going to be chatting about your journey through the semi-final. And straight away, it maybe wasn't the best day that you've ever had, right?
Yeah, it was not the best, definitely. The boulders were so hard today. And yeah, just couldn't show my best today. That's it.
Okay, well, we know it's a rubbish day, okay? That's just out there. But let's chat through the actual boulders, because as you said, they were super tricky. And it started off with a slab, which I always think is the worst way to begin a boulder competition. Talk to me about the moves. How did it feel?
I think I'm too short for slaps, and I don't like slaps at all. So it was not good start for me. But then I moved to the second one, and it was powerful bowler, and I like powerful bowlers, but it was so bad today. I don't know, didn't feel good.
So we'll forget about the slab of number 1. That's gone. Boulder number 2. Undercling start crimps. Talk to me about that one.
Yeah, it was really strange, and the strange moves, I couldn't understand the batter normally, and it was super uncomfortable to put my feet high. And yeah, I just got only zone, and then I didn't understand how to go on this zone under clean. Well,
good vibes, now we living in the better times. Better times. Better times.
Did you start to get frustrated at that point because you know you didn't top boulder number 1, you got a zone in boulder number 2? Did that start playing into your head a bit?
yeah, it was. I had like some strange things in my head, but I mean, I just tried to enjoy the comps because yeah, I can't change it, so I just tried to climb and climb.
That's a good attitude. All right, so boulder number 3, and there was a heel hook kind of midway through that looked super tricky to me.
Yeah, the number 3 was super powerful and with heel hooks, and during the climbing you should pressure so much the holds and use the heel, and then changing on the toe hooks was super tricky and powerful. And yeah, I got only zone also, but it was cool.
On a normal day, you like that kind of a boulder though, aren't you? That sort of physicality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like powerful bowlers. As I say, slaps is not mine, but yeah, I try to improve everywhere. But I prefer the powerful bowlers.
Oh yeah, we on chill time. Walk in, you can feel why. Some movement on the ground, you feel it all around. Love so real, you can hear it in the sound. Yeah, just chill, ain't at the wheel. Windows down, it got a real good feel. Take another breath.
And the problem is boulder number 4 was quite slabby once again. So not your favourite, but talk to me about the moves on that boulder.
Yeah, and again, the slab is number 4 was much more interesting than the first one because it was like big volumes and you have to find a way how to move your body right, and it was super interesting. I didn't get like anything, but it was super nice. I really enjoyed that boulder and I would like to try it again.
So not the best day, but we've got lead coming up and you must be looking forward to that.
Yeah, sure. I'm really excited to climb in leads because it's my discipline. I'll try to show my best. We'll see.
Cool. And well, we're looking forward to seeing you properly on the senior circuit next year because this is the last time you're going to compete at the youth, isn't it?
Yeah, I just can't recognize it that it's like the last my youth comp. But anyway, it's cool to move forward, and yeah, I will try to go on, like on the next level on the adults comps.
Well, best of luck for that. That's it for today's Daily Show. We'll be back tomorrow with more action from the Youth World Cup. Thank you, Nika.
Thank you so much.
See you soon, everyone.